99 FM, your inspiration station. In the background there, Shekhinah, Different. And yes, I played 2 songs from her just now. And you're probably wondering, why is that? Well, my surprise artist for Culture Talk today is none other than Shekhinah. She's joining me on the line right now. And she was born Shekhinah Thandi Donnell, and she's a pop R&B vocalist and songwriter born in Durban, South Africa. In case you're wondering who she is, now she grew up singing and performing in musicals for many years before landing her first major gig competing in Idol South Africa Season 7, where she made top 32. And after being eliminated, she went on to compete in Season 8, where she landed the top 6 position in the overall competition. And from there, as they say, the rest is history. She's on the line right now. Hello, Shekhinah. Thank you for joining us here on 99 FM.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It's a big pleasure. You sound so energetic right now. What are you getting up to?
Always. I am making nachos and watching TV. Literally nothing important.
Right, thank you so much for, making time to chat with us. It's really an honor to, get to know you a bit better and to also, listen to some new music from you. I want to quickly talk about, Shekhinah, where you started. I'm taking a look at your bio right now and reading, where you began as an artist, and it's truly an amazing story. Can you take us through that journey, where you began and where you are right now?
Wow, I think I definitely had an interesting journey.
Yeah.
I did begin very young. I think I was 16. And I tried to do the idol thing.
I remember, yeah.
Which was really cool and challenging at the same time.
Yeah.
But I realized that I needed the competition and I needed to fail in order to motivate me to want to do better.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I think ever since I didn't make it or I didn't win, I've always been striving to win my own race. And I think that's how it started for me.
Yeah.
I went back to school after the competition. I studied music and somehow the experience pushed me to write my first single.
Yeah.
And from then onwards, my album, and it's really just been a beautiful journey ever since.
Yeah. No, I actually watched you in Idols, you're starting there and to where you are right now. It's really an amazing story. Can you tell us that thing that made you keep going? Because, most of the times when you fail, you don't want to, go do it again because you're scared you're going to fail again. So what was that thing that motivated you to keep pushing despite, being eliminated in Season 7?
I think it's just being told by someone else that you're not a winner, but deep inside, we're our own winners.
Yes.
We win our own race. And I just wanted to prove to everyone what I saw in me, which is hectic.
Yeah.
But I know that that's what pushed me. I wanted to show everyone that I was a winner.
Your debut album, Rose Gold, amazing. My favorite track from there is, of course, the first single, Suited. It also, allowed you to open up for international artists like John Legend, Ed Sheeran, Toni Braxton. Tell us about that. How was that experience, meeting these international big artists and also being on stage with them and sharing a stage with them? What was that experience like?
Really, the time of my life.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I know that with all the international acts that we've opened for, it's been very formal, and every time we've met the international act, we've had to wait for clearance and security, and then I would go and my team wasn't allowed to meet John Legend and everyone else. But when we opened for Ed Sheeran just came into our change room backstage and greeted my whole team, and wow, it was just so humbling and it was amazing. And he's one of the greatest of our generation.
He is.
So
He is.
It's been really honoring to meet these people and to open for them.
Yeah, I can imagine. You also in 2019 launched the first edition of Rose Fest, an all-female musical festival. Can you tell us a bit more about this festival, and also if we are going to have another one soon?
So definitely, first of all, always a Rose Fest. We are always celebrating Women's Month. But really, I just had experienced so many shows where 80% of the lineup were male.
Yes,
and
yes.
I just felt like there's definitely a gap in the industry for a show that's 100% female lineup, female-led, for women by women. And that's really all that it is. Like, I never wanted to recreate the wheel. I just wanted to give the audience an opportunity to support something that was all female.
Yes, I love that. Your new album, your latest album, is it out or is it still coming out? I'm not really sure about that.
It is out.
It's out. It's out. Yay.
So, get it. I'm so glad you haven't heard it yet. So now you have something to do this weekend.
Exactly. Thank you so much for giving me that gift. The single that we're going to listen to right now, Question, is also lifted from this album. Can you give us a bit of, just a bit of a background on what this album is about?
So basically this album for me was the past 3 years out of school, 4 years out of school, and it just speaks to all the sad things that happen when you become an adult.
Adulting.
Heartbreak, adulting, paying tax. Learning to love yourself. And that's really what Trouble in Paradise is. It's just a shift from like being young and carefree to being in a space where you have to ask yourself all these questions, before you make the same mistakes or get your heart broken again. So it's really a coming of age story for me.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Shekhinah, thank you so much for talking to us. It was so awesome to get to know you just a little bit, even though it was just over the phone. But hopefully we can get you in studio in the near future to come perform again in Namibia. Because I know you were here, I think it was last year, before COVID broke, that you came to perform in Namibia, if I'm not mistaken. There was a show happening.
It was a great time.
Yeah, so you should definitely come back again and come give us another amazing performance. But thank you so much once again for chatting to us today.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you. You too, Shekhinah. Bye.
Bye.
Shekhinah on the line talking about, music and her latest album. And this song is actually lifted from the album. It's titled Questions or Question on 99.